That was a very chill countdown.
Yeah, I know.
It is.
Sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Senka. I don't know if you remember Senka, any of you guys. Are you too young for Senka, right?
I think I'm too young to remember
Yeah,
that.
no clue.
There's a really boring coffee brand back in the 80s. And Dennis Miller was a comedian.
You looking at our baby faces asking if we remember the 80s.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm mentally fucking deteriorating. So I'm like, the 80s, that was great. Remember when I was younger and I didn't have to pay bills and stuff? No? Full table Sanka. Welcome to another edition of Bot Comedy, guys, where we talk about
Right?
tech and Sanka and our youths slowly, quickly dissolving. I'm your host, Todd Mossy here, comedian, entertainer, entrepreneur. I'm with Mika Lorenzo, very
Howdy,
funny guy.
howdy.
Yeah. And Lottie Hunter,
Yo.
very funny comedian, our spirit guide in these comedy streets.
Ooh, a spirit. I'll take it. I like being a spirit guide. I found this little ring in the playground. I don't know whose it is, but it's mine now.
See, Lottie, you're old school. You're like one of those, you're a free spirit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cops can't track me down.
Right. Hey, Micah, did you find any like magical rings on your way around New York City?
No,
Today?
I'm not that free spirited, I guess.
Dude.
I need to up my free spirited game.
I got this cardigan from the trash, actually. When I was in college, I was taking trash out to the little laundry room or the trash room, and there's just this hanging in the trash can. I was like, who's throwing that away? So it's mine now.
Nice. Did you wash it?
Eventually, I'm sure.
You didn't wash it, right? She's free spirit Lottie.
Yeah, I don't need to put chemicals in my clothes.
Right. Were your parents like free spirit types or like?
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
How old's your mom? I want to feel old. How old's your mom?
How old is my mom? She is. I got this. 53.
Okay, all right. She's like 10 years older than me. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm not gonna ask how old Micah's mom is because then.
Oh, she's real. My mom is 20 years older than me, so I'm 28. That means she's 48. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude, your mom.
It was definitely an accident.
Dude, your mom's like 4 or 5 years older than me.
Nice. Yeah. Makes sense.
I'd hang out with Micah's mom.
Yeah. No, I definitely ruined my mom's life. So.
Were you the only one?
For 15 years. Yeah.
Okay.
I have younger siblings now, but they're babies.
My oldest brother was an accident. He's 10 years older than me.
Nice.
Okay. So your mom had him. How old was your mom when you had him?
21.
Okay.
I'm gonna be 36 when I could have a beer with my brother.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I know.
I like that.
Wait, so you're like what? Yeah. Wait. Do that now.
I'm 16 years older than my brother. I'm 18 years older than my sister.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, good shit.
Yeah. Wow, my cousins were like 13 years apart. So that's like a big gap. But 16, that's like you're old enough to be your brother's dad.
Theoretically, yeah. No, if I had ruined my own life, it would it would be possible.
No. Dude, my eyes are open, man. Working at ACS with I used to work. I don't work there anymore after I quit because of some BS from apparently a manager hated me. I didn't know this. And she was like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna write you up. You're wearing a hat in the premises, huh? You think you better than us? Okay."
For a hat?
Yeah.
You could be having cocaine under there. You don't know.
But what if it's cold outside?
I know. That's why I wore the hat, because it was cold in the premises.
I mean, that's the main reason to wear a hat.
I don't know. I don't know what to do, man. Like, working for the city has opened my eyes of how stupid. It's a culture of stupidity. Like, if you show any sort of like empathy or any sort of like ability, if you even question and go, "Hey, why are we still writing in notebooks? Why can't we write in a computer and like maybe get an app or a tablet to record to make it simpler?" because they're like, we can't read your handwriting. I'm like, yeah, because the handwriting's like outdated, right?
That is the funniest argument I've ever heard.
The concept of handwriting is outdated. No, but it is true.
My handwriting isn't the issue. It's you guys being outdated. Coming from the guy that referenced the 80s 2 seconds into this.
Hey, the 80s was the beginning of the digital revolution, okay? As a millennial,
Be
as an
nice
old
to him,
millennial.
Lottie. He needs support in this time.
Yeah,
I just went on a tangent about handwriting. I feel like there's like subliminal messaging going on.
Right. My handwriting was horrible. It was just like, no, and my handwriting was just like scribbles. Like you can't even read it. They're just like, you had like some ghetto dudes like, yo, man, what is this? I don't even know what you wrote. Yo, are you okay? Did you stroke out? I'm like, no, this is how I write. Sorry. You know.
It really sounds like you're the problem in this situation.
Okay.
Wow.
Is that it?
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I'm sorry.
Because you wore a hat.
Yeah.
Handwriting?
You could probably sue the city for firing you over a hat.
No.
Yeah,
You know what?
true.
I called one lawyer, and they said that like you can't sue if it's incompetency. So if it's like if the work, because there's part of it, I wasn't trained properly. Like I had to do nurse shit. Like I had to wipe asses and stuff of like special needs kids. Like I'm pretty sure to do nurse shit, you got to be trained to be like that, right? Like years. Right. But there's been so many loopholes in Eric Adams, New York, and so this lady hated me apparently, and I think she was the one that was like making the rumors that I smelled. I think she wrote like, because I asked them, they're like, "Wait, you saying I still smell? Because I'm in the room now. You're not holding your nose." And the HR was like, "Yeah, but that's what they said." I mean, and they're like, I was asking, "What type of smell do I smell? What do they mean? Can you elaborate?" They're saying it was horrible. I was like, define horrible. It was egregious, they said. Egregious? It's egregious. Then why am I still in the room? Why am I still in the fucking room? Hey, what's up, Lenny? Happy Halloween to you too, buddy.
Oh my God.
Right.
Hey, it's one thing to be told that you smell, but it's another thing to be told that your smell is egregious to the point that it's like unacceptable.
They had like a whole staff meeting about you.
No, I don't know, man. I don't know, because the staff seemed like they were nice to me, except for her. And apparently they also said that my uniform. And I was like, what are you talking about? I wore a sweater over my polo because it was cold. That's why I wore my hat. And they're like, oh no, they're talking about your pants. You had a hole in your pants. I'm like, I had a hole in my pants? Yeah, they're like, you mean like 2 months ago or something? You're like, yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes is 2 months ago, you know? And I'm like, was she just staring at my crotch and wrote this that there's a hole in my pants?
Did you have a hole in your pants on the crotch while working with children though? Like, let's pedal back here.
I don't know. Like, I mean, all right. So here's the thing. I might have had an accidental hole in my pants, but I mean, I don't know. You know,
are we talking about like a thigh chafing hole type situation,
like a knee hole or something?
Or like, yeah, where was the hole?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hadn't worn pants in 2 months. Okay.
I feel like that adds to the story.
But also, I have worn.
Man, Lottie is on the side of bureaucity. That's crazy.
I'm just on the side of people owning up to like, if you have bad handwriting, that's fine. Don't attack us for it. I'm still on the handwriting thing. You could be a doctor.
You know what? If they were smart, if they could have been like, hey man, your handwriting's horrible, we gotta let you go. And then it's just like you could be like, well, we need people with clear handwriting. You know?
Right. It's a requirement of the job that you have clear handwriting.
Instead of having someone go out there and be like, you were wearing a hat. When you call someone in the office for shit like that, you call it for like fucking, hey, some kid got damaged or something like that, right? You don't call people.
Some kid got damaged. I mean, yeah, if some kid gets damaged, that's pretty bad.
But you get what I'm saying, right? You call me for the office for that, and like, and pulled me out of work, and then they were like, "Hey, so you can't work the night shift, but you could work at least the day shift or the afternoon shift." And I'm like, I have other work during the day that's like better and more competent than you guys, and also the night shift I can't because I do comedy at night. So, and then they were like. Hey, you know what? How about this? Why don't you just do Saturday and Friday, because those are your days that are usually open during the day, and then see what happens, and then we could pitch you to maybe push you back to the night shift. I go, they also complain about me being late because they keep me late, and then I come late because they keep me like way too long. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I need time to shower. I need time to eat. I need time to rest, right?
Well, especially
So I
if you're
go,
complaining about your smell, you definitely need time to shower, logically.
I mean, I'd be on time, but then I don't have to shower, and then I'm going to smell, and then it's a vicious cycle.
Well, listen, it sounds like it's better for you to like, give yourself some time off,
Yeah.
like
But I mean, the money was the thing, though,
yeah,
because
yeah,
I
the
was like,
money.
I was hustling it where I was actually making decent money, and that was like one of my jobs, like one of my passive jobs. I considered it a side gig. You know what I'm saying? I could,
Right.
even though I was working there more than 60 hours, in my head I considered it a side gig to like compartmentalize the fucking struggle. But like I was making decent money, and now it's like great. Now I'm back to fucking famine instead of feast, which
J-
sucks.
You should
join
get food.
join casting networks and do some background work with me. It's
That
extreme hours
not
for
food is
very.
a stable income, Micah.
Huh? What do you mean? You get $300 a day. It's also it's a side gig. I'm not talking about that's your only job. I have a normal job, but that's the side gig.
Right, 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 right.
Yeah.
I should get back into it. I'm actually SAG eligible. I was on HBO's Crashing, so I
Right. No,
should.
exactly. Pay for that
But
card.
that card. Well, that's another thing too. I was hoping like if I could just do this job. I was hoping like if I could. I was hoping for a solid another month, and then I'd be like, fuck it, because then I could get like a SAG card and other shit. But alas. But also part of me I was saying to myself, I can't be working there before the election because shit hits the fan. I don't want to work there. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
I don't want to work in. Yeah, I don't.
Also, I got to push back. Background work is absolutely a way to make a stable income. I was meeting people that were doing like 20 out of 30 days a month doing background work. That shit pays.
Yeah. I mean, I think it does pay, but you have to have a certain look. Like if you have like a sort of, I have my look is a little too weird.
He's calling you basic, Micah.
I mean, you see some crazy looking people at this shit. I think you just gotta be willing to cut your hair. Like,
well, you should have done like you should get like
I didn't mean specifically to you. I mean every production wants to cut your hair for some reason.
But, of course, yeah. But what you should do? You should get a cop outfit, a cop's uniform. Yeah. Those guys make bank.
There's a role that I saw for the Equalizer, and it was like if you had a cop uniform ready to go, you'd get $350 for that day, but you needed to already have a cop uniform.
That's so funny.
Also, isn't it like illegal to just have a cop? I guess if it's a costume, it's not. But
what's like the distinction? Because like fake guns always have like the orange tips. Like, how would you know it's like a fake cop?
Also, New York has even stricter rules about fake weapons because, like, I used to, and when I was in Florida, I had like an airsoft arsenal of like realistic metal airsoft guns, and I literally was not allowed to bring them into New York State because, like, if a cop sees it, they might shoot you.
Oh.
In New York, like, it has to be a fully different color so that they know that it's fake.
Because they're so stupid over here in New York City, the bureaucracy. They're like, wait, that's a real gun? Shoot you. Oh, it's pink. That's not a real gun. Well, maybe it is. We'll shoot them anyway.
Right, exactly. So I can't spray paint a real gun pink or orange to make it pass as not a real gun. I mean, it's a ridiculous logic.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, imagine just being around that thinking 24/7, right? Like, I was literally getting dumber, like, being over there. Like, I had to think dumber. Like,
also, you brought up food stamps. I got a bone to pick with food stamps. The maximum income that you could have as a household of two, and like basically, if you make more than $2,500 a month as a household of two, you don't get food stamps. In New York City, it is. I have the letter. I'll literally show you the letter.
My income when I applied as a household of one, and they gave me like the maximum amount of food stamps.
Because you're a household of one. How much was your monthly income that you declared? I guess you don't have to say that on the live stream. But
it was like $2,500.
Right. The thing is that literally, like, because of literally the letter is like, you make more than $2,500 a month as a household of two, therefore you don't qualify.
Wait, it's like in your household. Are you married?
I mean, my girlfriend, we just live together.
Oh, just don't report her, man.
I didn't realize the application makes it sound like you have to, so I guess I got to try again without her. I'll be like,
stressful.
I'll be like, we broke up for the purposes of food stamps.
You ever see those people that like they have to get a divorce so that the husband can afford insulin? because of the insurance
That's
thing.
bad.
Yeah, right.
Okay, but either way, the cutoff should not be $2,500 a month for a household
No,
of
because
two.
that's very
Because in New York
poor.
City, that's like you still can't pay your rent if two people are pulling $2,500 a month total.
That's
Like
literally,
it's
do you want
ridiculous.
to eat or do you want to sleep? Like,
You know the funny thing is, man, I've applied for food stamps. They never gave it to me, And I think I made like it was a month or two I made under 1,200, but they just never they were like, no, Todd, I know you work in tech. They just don't they just see me and they just think, nah, you could find something. Work at a graveyard, shift at a graveyard, buddy.
The one thing they gave me was the half price Metro card. Do you guys have the half price Metro
I
card?
have the half
Yeah,
price.
everyone gets the half price Metro card. That shit comes in clutch.
Dude, when I see people like tapping with their phones, I'm like, oh, Mr. Moneybags.
At this point, what percentage of people still swiping have the half off Metro card? I think
Well,
if
well,
you're
the thing is,
swiping,
it's better than jumping over the turnstiles. And they're like,
Right.
yeah, all right, well, you're paying something. All right, you get it.
Well, then the cops shoot you if you jump over the turnstile.
They won't shoot you, but yeah.
Well, no, not me. But you guys are at risk.
Dude, I saw an old white guy in my neighborhood, like an old balding white guy, try to go over the turnstile and struggling, but he didn't pay. I mean, eventually he did, but it was like
4 attempts.
he was stuck on it, like riding it like a horse for a second, trying to get over, and it was just really like sad. And it's just like they don't care, like whatever,
How long were you staring at this man? Did you not want to help him?
No, because I don't want to abide in a crime, right?
Oh,
and fuck, he's a white guy. Come on, you can pay.
One time, I'm not proud of this moment, but one time an old black lady asked me to open the emergency door for her, and I was like really high. This was when I was still smoking a lot, and I was like baked. So I looked her in the eyes and I was like, just jump over the turnstile. And she immediately told me to like go kill myself. I felt really bad about that situation. Because now in hindsight, I'm like, I did just tell an old woman to jump over a turnstile when I opened the door for her. If she ever sees this, I'm sorry, ma'am. You're right. I should have opened the door.
What a dick.
Yeah, she like couldn't believe her ears when I told her to jump the turnstile.
That's hilarious.
By the way, if you guys are watching, please comment and join us and all that stuff. We're comedians talking about AI and bots. Even though we're not doing it.
Oh, you know what? Okay. This is like AI. Have you guys seen those things where they've oh gosh, it's Mika, you gotta pull up a video for this. So
you're in control.
No, we're all in control, aren't we?
I don't have control.
Shit. Okay, well.
Oh, I can. Okay, I can actually. Okay, wow.
Okay, so scientists have made like brain cells in a little petri dish, and then they hooked it up to a computer, and it was able to like control a robot. But now they've connected this petri dish to a butterfly simulation, and it has like receptors in it, so that the brain cells think that they are the butterfly, and it's just like proving that we're in a simulation.
Mm-hmm.
It's the craziest thing. I love the yeah.
No, we are in a simulation. I mean, it is, it has to be probably. It's probably a really stupid simulation. Like it's probably some really dumb god figure who's just like, this game's hard, whatever.
It's like Jeff Bezos.
The thing is that you can't like believing that is the same as believing in God because you can't disprove it. There's no way to disprove that we're in a simulation. Like if we were in a simulation, it would be impossible to disprove that we're in a simulation.
Right.
It's
like, then we'll just have to prove that we are in it.
Yeah, you could theoretically prove that. Yeah, but you can't prove a negative. But yeah, you could theoretically prove that we are in it, but that would be very difficult.
It's like that question, like what happens when you die? Because you think like, nothing's gonna happen, but my biggest fear is that you just like go back to like a video game. You go back to the start, and you just
character select, and you get to pick your difficulty.
You do your life all over again.
Think about what led you to pick a dude that was wiping children's asses.
I know. Right? No, that's what I'm saying. Where did I go wrong in this role-playing game? Todd Muncie. Where I was just
maybe,
like,
maybe
you should have maxed out your handwriting skill.
Maybe we're just in like the exposition part of the video game. Like it's the beginning. It's like, you are Todd, someone who hates his job with children and just quit. Now it's gonna get crazy, you know? Maybe now's where it starts.
Yeah, this is where my life starts now, right?
This is where your
It
life
took
starts.
40 something years of exposition to get to
Yeah.
the starting point of the game.
Have you ever seen Golden Girls? Like, they waited a while.
I
It
mean,
was
you
a
know what?
40-year tutorial to get to the main act of the video game.
All right, settle down, guys. Settle down. I'm kidding. Yeah. No, but I did think of that job as a side quest, and like I did learn a lot. I guess like from kids do like me. I'm like I you know I was kind of flattered. Like earlier this week when I checked into work, I was kind of like, I really don't want to do this. And then like I was checking on the station where the kids are, their pod. They're like, "Hey man, you're with us tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Wow, these like kids like me. Cool." Like
Nice.
you know,
That is nice.
Bring them to shows.
yeah, right, yeah. So they could
Pass out
rob the joint.
Instagram. Yeah.
That one's just masturbating in the corner.
Oh my god. Yeah, there was like an autistic kid I was watching that was like a chronic masturbator and a horrible person.
It's real. I make that joke for a reason because it's the truth. It's the genuine truth.
But so he hasn't been in school in 3 years, and they finally got a school that would accept him. And guess what? Right, this is before I left. He went to the hospital because he was flashing his penis to the younger kids.
Oh.
I mean, is he nonverbal? Or is he
No, he's
verbal?
verbal. No, he's very verbal. He's an asshole.
Oh, no. When they're
He's like,
nonverbal, you give a pass because you're like, whatever. They can't express themselves. But if you're talking and doing that, that's not good.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you want to suck my dick, huh? Yeah, you like that, huh? Fucking yes.
The children, no.
No, that makes it so much worse.
But it's okay. He's 15, so he's underage. It's okay, guys.
Yeah, it's fine. Theoretically.
Yeah.
Dude, he was so creepy. He would just like flash, like take off his clothes and be like, "Oh, look at that! Who wants to sit on my dick, huh? Wants to sit on my dick, huh?" And then he'd be like, "So, what's for breakfast?"
This dick. Like,
This guy sounds kind of hysterical, to be honest.
He was horrible. Even after he ate, he'd be like, "So, what's for breakfast again? Can I get seconds? So, what's for lunch? So, what's for dinner, huh?"
Man, I can see why this job was weighing on your soul so much. Wait, so you're saying you were doing 60 hours a week as a side job, dude? I like what? What's your other job?
That's how I thought of it. Though.
What's your other job?
I work as a standardized patient sometimes, which is like
Nice.
a fake patient for hospitals, which I'm doing next week.
It's kind of like being a background extra, but for hospitals.
Right. But he's good. He can do that too. That's a job. You know, they're always looking for actors, so guys, like definitely get into that. And obviously comedy, and also I do radio stuff on the side.
That's awesome.
But I mean, like it's time to make comedy the forefront and all that stuff, which we will, especially with our next bot comedy show. Micah, are you going to be around November?
All of November, Mike. Are you here?
I mean, I'm waiting to hear what the date that you're going to say.
Thursday, November 21st is the next.
Yes, I will be there.
Right. Lottie?
I'm here.
Nice. We're still developing Chester Drax. Should we take out Chester Drax so we could like fuck around with him? And we will have more focus and more on the show and more structured show coming up soon. We've been talking about it. This week has been kind of hectic because apparently I smell and I had to fucking fight these idiots who think I smell, and it's been very harrowing. All that stuff. So, but we'll get better. But I think you guys are enjoying, right? I think we've been having people watching and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's all right.
Wait, sorry, I'm looking at my calendar now. But yes, November 21st, I do in fact have free and open. So yes.
Yo, go Micah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right. I have a calendar. It only took me 28 years to learn how calendars work.
Every year, me and my dad get my mom a calendar for Christmas, and we always just pick something that it's like flowers or flowers and shit. But one year we got her a calendar, and the theme was tiny, gentle Asians, and it was just fat Asian babies every month. And every time someone came to the house, she'd have to explain the calendar, and it was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
So she has to explain her racism. Like, going,
Yeah,
well,
she
you know,
was like, yeah, like this
that
is
Asian.
November's fat Asian baby.
How's producing at the Rose going? That's a pretty nice venue.
Yeah, you know what? The mic, you remember the mic?
Yes,
How
the horrible
yeah,
mic.
it
That
didn't
was
work.
okay, but I figured that's not actually a big issue. Just change the cable or something.
Well, so I went back the next week because the guy said that he changed, that he got a better mic or whatever, and it's the same thing. I do not think he changed the mic because it still had the same piece of tape on it. So I just bought my own mic and cable. So I have equipment now.
Nice.
As a comedian that doesn't move much, I didn't have that big of an issue, but some people were struggling mightily with that microphone.
Some people like to walk and talk, you know.
Yeah, I think Lottie, you hosted my show at Secret Pour on Sunday, right?
It was great. The mic worked.
Nice. How was
The bare
hosting the
minimum
show?
for a stand-up show.
How was hosting the show?
I loved hosting it. I like hosting because then I'm the center of attention. Like every 10 minutes, it's very ideal.
Were you improvising a lot?
Oh, all of it. I've stopped writing down things. Yeah.
It's good to write some things down, but yeah, eventually some.
Eventually,
Hey, as we're
huh?
Like, so can we break out Chester Drax? Should we try to see where we can go online with him?
Sure. Where we? Let me. I haven't opened him up in a while.
I give us 5 minutes before we start asking him to be mean to us.
The only thing that we do. Yes, I reinstalled Windows, so I got to find Chester Drax. All right, where is he?
Have you reinstalled Windows? Did you take down Windows? Or something? Are you a Linux guy?
No, I got it's not very interesting, but I had to get new hard drives to have more storage space, so I just reinstalled Windows on my computer.
That's absolutely enthralling, Micah. Don't undersell it.
It's not interesting.
Well, the show is about AI and tech, so that's definitely tech related.
Yeah, I got 8 terabytes of NVMe storage now.
Whoa.
Plenty. Yeah, it's actually a shit ton.
I mean, a terabyte is huge.
Right.
And I got 8 of them.
Half of Netflix on that.
Yeah. And eventually it's going to be 16. So
that's all of Netflix.
Yeah.
Wait, do you make your own computers? Do you know how to make your own computer?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, wow.
The one that I brought to the show is it's my baby.
Oh, wow.
I loved how you said that.
I've built computers for basically everybody I know. So.
Well, how much?
I mean, you got to buy the parts and shit, but I'll just help you build it if you want to build a computer.
Is it better? Is it better than having a laptop, in your opinion, or?
I mean, you're stuck in place. It's not portable. I mean, listen, if you have all the money in the world, the best thing is usually to spend, if you can get a laptop that, if you're willing to drop $3,000 on a laptop, that'll be great. But a desktop for about a third the price will outperform that. You just are immobile.
Right.
Are you in the market for a laptop, Todd?
Not now. Knock on wood, but probably. I mean, I bought this one in 2000. 2020. Excuse me, not 2000.
If you bought in 2000, I don't even know how it's still kicking.
Exactly. It's like, wow, this is a good computer.
What is it? Is it a Mac?
No, it's an HP.
Okay, nice.
Which is this computer sucks. Like it was 2020, so when I brought it, it was during the pandemic, and it had problems because it was going through blue screen. It took me 6-7 months later to get it fixed. Things were opening up. It was very, very annoying.
Okay, so I cannot get Chester Drax running because I have to install a lot of background processes that I don't have.
That's all right.
But he will be running by the next time. That's why you don't reinstall Windows. But it's okay. I know what I got to do. There's background programs that I have to install for him to work on my show.
Hey, you know what? We'll just have an analog show.
The Chat GPT brain of Chester is still always accessible.
There you go.
If you want to get roasted by.
Ask Chester to roast us about having an AI blog podcast, but not talking about AI.
Bring up Todd's handwriting and odor. Aroma.
Right. I don't smell,
I'm
by
pretty
the
sure
way.
it knows.
I don't smell, by the way. Please. The fact that I
Todd, the
bring this up.
problem is, the problem is you might not smell. I've never noticed you smelling, but the frequency with which you tell us that you don't smell is making me have second thoughts.
It's very suspicious, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, I'm very confident in my scent, my natural musk, that I know I don't smell. Okay. I smell
very
regular.
confident in my natural musk.
Yes,
That wasn't convincing at all, bro.
yes.
It's like someone going, I'm not racist, but like
Right.
don't gotta say it.
Well, you know who smells better than the blacks? What? Todd, you're black. Never mind.
Do people smell different off of their race? Is that a thing?
Well, back in the old days, the racists would say stuff like that, like
Oh,
But I don't know. Maybe they do.
I feel like a white person would smell like mint.
Yeah,
that in and of itself feels racist, I gotta say.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That completely on its own already feels racist.
Lottie went full MAGA. White people, we smell like mint, not like those immigrants. They always smell very unminty.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lottie, have you been like experimenting with like AI, or are you still kind of like AI resistant?
I got fired for smelling bad and having bad handwriting.
I've been using it to give me like prompts because I'm trying to get more into writing like one-liners and like monologue jokes, and so I'll tell AI like, give me a headline from this week, and then they'll give me one, and then I'll write a joke, and then I'll be like, was that funny?
And you actually ask the AI if it's funny?
You asked it. That's crazy.
Yeah. I ask it, and it's funny because it'll be like, I like this part, but this part could be funnier. Try this, and then it literally like just one-ups my joke, and it kind of makes me mad.
What? What?
Yeah.
Oh, poor Todd. Fired for smelling bad and having bad handwriting. That's just insult to injury. They really took one whiff of him and a glance at his chicken scratch and thought, nah, this is beyond help. I mean, when you're losing jobs over hygiene and penmanship, it might be time for a hard reset, my guy.
Yeah. Thanks for my guy, Chester Drax.
My guy.
Yeah. Imagine being so unmarketable that they let you go because your scent and your scribbles were just too much to handle. Forget comedy gigs. Todd, maybe try a career where people can't see or smell you, like email support.
That's so specific.
Yeah.
Try email support,
AI.
Todd.
So what the
Dude,
fuck
I'm
is
telling you
email
right
support?
now.
I don't think you could get paid for that in 2024.
Dude, we got to get like that neuro brain that Lottie was talking about, so we can make Chester Drax like real. So he could just like walk around.
Make him think he's a butterfly.
Yeah. Or make him think he's a comedian. That'd be great.
He already thinks he's a comedian.
That was a joke. That was the insult.
Right. So I'm very curious about Lottie's like. So are you using ChatGPT with this, where you're asking like the AI? Okay, and it actually tells you, oh well, this is funny. This is not funny.
Well, yeah, it's frustrating though, because if I'm just like, hey, did you like my joke? It'll be like, oh yeah, it was fantastic, and then I'll be like, but be honest, and it'll be like, oh yeah, no, this part sucked.
Well, yeah.
So
you got it. So there's actually OpenAI is like separating out ChatGPT into two different distinct things now. One is for following instructions, and the other one is just going to continue as it has been. So basically, the way that it has been, it's literally just a chatbot where like you ask it for an opinion, it'll just be like, this is great. And then you'll be like, you'll prompt it essentially to be like, no, be critical. And then it'll be critical. It's not actually doing any deductive reasoning. So they're making a new one that actually has logic to it so that it's not like just giving you the answer that you want every time.
Right. I think that's the one we're using. It's like the 4-01 or something like that.
It hasn't been split off yet. So it's going to be called like, instead of Chat GPT, it'll be called like Instruct GPT or something like that.
And Instruct GPT will be the OG version where you just like.
No, it'll be the new one where it'll follow instructions rather than, because right now it's just shitting out of its mouth in a way that it thinks will satisfy your desire for conversation.
Right.
Yo, I love that.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that thing where if you ask an AI how many R's are in strawberry, like it just won't know the answer? Ask
Oh.
ChatGPT how many R's are in
Let's,
strawberry.
let's
I'll
ask
ask-
Chester Drax.
Yeah. How many R's are in strawberry, Chester?
By the way, people watching this, they might think like, "Oh, are they actually using ChatGPT, or is Micah this like brilliant asshole?"
No, I'm using ChatGPT.
So
Long answer.
Chester's over there. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, his brain just broke clearly. This conversation's been going on for a while. So he just insulted himself in the third person. Chester's over here counting with his fingers, acting like he's solving for X. There's like 2, or wait, is it 3? Look, bro, I brought strawberries. It's not a spelling lesson. That was ChatGPT. Let me start a new
He
chat.
just doesn't.
oh
Yeah.
God. Oh God, you know what? I hate the fact that Chester's become self-aware, where he's just like making material that's like
out of
bad.
everything.
Exactly. He's like, "Hey, I get it, man. Strawberries." Oh my God.
Yeah, I haven't heard him insult himself before.
Wow. Was he actually insulting himself, or did
What
it
the
actually have
fuck?
like a?
Dude, wait. This is crazy. I'm gonna share my screen. I asked a new one, and it really did fuck up.
Yeah.
This is blowing my mind right now. This is like this shit does like complex programming for me, and it can't count how many R's are in strawberry.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
Is it counting double R as a single R? Wait.
I don't know. My
Wait,
brother
wait,
was telling me about this, and
Let
it's
me
like
do
they can't figure
advanced
out
reasoning.
how to fix
Wait,
it.
how many R's in strawberry did it say? 2?
It says
Yeah.
2.
It's like 2, right?
Oh,
There's
Todd.
3.
There's 3. Okay. Wait. Hey,
Oh,
okay.
the plot thickens as to why
This is becoming like a horrible science fiction movie where it's like, wait, you said 3 or 2? What?
Dude, what the fuck? What's going on here? I feel like I'm having a stroke. Why is it saying there's 2 R's in strawberry? Wait, new chat.
He's gonna keep trying.
No, solve. How many R's in strawberry? And why are you wrong? LOL.
It's thinking. Okay.
Like how counting letters was even in its thing. Pondering alternatives. There's no alternative.
I love how it shows you its process for like 01, ChatGPT 01.
It is trying so hard to figure this out.
Sifting through the puzzle, clarifying the puzzle.
This is a puzzle.
How the fuck can it do programming, but it can't count letters?
Right?
What's going on here?
Crazy?
This is so long. This is like,
Dude, this is the longest it's ever taken.
He's struggling.
Dude, how is this breaking it?
Identifying faster letter patterns. Just look at the fucking word.
wow. Lottie, did you just ruin AI? What the fuck? What is it?
Is
Hanging
it
on your-
specifically R's and strawberry?
Yeah, I don't know. That's just the one my brother told me about because he does all this computer tech stuff. Oh, yo, he got it.
However, I'm wrong because I didn't account for the additional R in the word R's in your question.
Oh, wow.
Okay, this one got there.
Yeah.
Took forever.
Wait, so with that, there are 4 R's in the phrase R's in strawberry?
Yeah, so I'm looking up why this is happening.
I don't
And it's
understand.
because I looked up why it's happening. So it's because again, we understand language as it is. So you're thinking that ChatGPT is reading what you wrote and then counting letters. But that's just not how it works. The way that it works is that it converts your text input into numerical tokens, and then ChatGPT's response is based on those numerical tokens. So like it's not actually reading the word strawberry when you ask it how many R's are in the word strawberry. So it's like a disconnect between the way that we process language and the way that the machine processes language. So like it just sees numbers when you type to it.
But why does it only see like 2 R's? The number.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's people that have engineering degrees could answer this in greater depth than I can, but it's that it's not. It doesn't process language like a human does.
That's good, I think.
So we could still win this war against AI when it happens, right?
By just asking it how many letters are in words.
Yeah.
Exactly. What's the password? Strawberry. How many R's in strawberry? Oh, where are these humans? Dang it.
Or we'll just show it a picture and be like, how many cars are in this image?
God.
You know,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But I could figure that out now, right?
I don't know if it can
Yeah.
be that now. It can't
Well,
count ours.
so Claude is kind of going ahead of ChatGPT in that it's giving its algorithm direct control over your computer. So like Claude can now like create and open spreadsheets and like edit files directly, whereas ChatGPT can only tell you to do things. So like if I'm asking ChatGPT to program something, it'll give me the code, but it can't put that code into like a code editor and then run the program. Whereas Claude is now giving the AI direct control over your computer itself. Like it can move your mouse and click on shit, which
Whoa.
is crazy. Yeah.
Wait, have you done that? Have you used that for that yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't experimented with that yet. I just read about that a couple days ago, but it looks fucking crazy.
So it's enabled now to do that, right?
It's like they are working on the capabilities, and there's like previews that you can sign up for to already get access to it, but they are building that into Claude itself.
So quick question. So say if I want to like build like an app for something specific and I'm using Claude, can I just be like, hey Claude, can you just like make this app up on my computer? I give you access to like my computer to create it.
Yes, I mean, again, like with all things, it's not going to get it right the first time. You still have to know a little bit to troubleshoot and to like figure shit out. But yes, in theory, that is possible because like it'll be able to download whatever code dependencies you don't have yet, and you know, yada 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 yada. So as time progresses, it'll get there.
Wow, that's crazy. Like, you're using Claude right now, right? You have Claude?
I think I stopped paying for it. So after hearing about this, I'm gonna probably pay for it again just to get access to it. But
I know, right? Well, I'm sure OpenAI is gonna like.
But the fact that it can control your mouse is already such a big deal. So like people are already like one of the examples people are using is telling Claude to manage their like Robinhood accounts. So that like if a stock hits a certain threshold, it'll automatically just go and sell the stock at any time of day.
Whoa.
You know,
That's
without
great.
yeah.
I feel like that's gonna crash the market somehow.
I mean, people have already been doing that for years, but having the AI do it without you necessarily needing to know how to code that just makes it more accessible. But traders have had code automatically trade stock for like a decade at least, if not longer.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like douchebags are going to use Claude and be like, hey, Claude, manage my side pieces. You know, remember their birthdays and say, and check on them like in the morning, like saying good morning, something.
You know, manage my emotional relationships.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mika.
Hey, Cloud, please manage me as a human being.
I mean, yeah, that would be good. I honestly can't wait for that shit to be inside my head. I'll implant it day one.
What if you already implanted it and you don't even know it? Maybe, you know,
Wow.
someone.
What if we are the AI all along?
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a screenplay idea right there.
Yeah, it starts with strawberry when we broke the AI with strawberry, and then that's when we go this little.
What if there are only 2 R's in strawberry and we're the fools?
Well, so according to Spanish, double R is its own letter. So there's technically 2 letters worth of R in the word strawberry according to the rules of Spanish, right? Because R is 1 letter and then double R is another letter. So that's only 2 letters.
So barrio is 1 letter, right? 1 R?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, just the double R is a letter in the alphabet.
How do you pronounce it differently?
You roll it.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Really? I thought I didn't. You know, I haven't taken Spanish in a while, so
I've
I
never
remember.
taken Spanish.
Yeah. You what?
I said I've never taken Spanish.
You're never taking Spanish?
I've never taken it.
Oh, okay, I thought you said you're never taking it. I'm like, wow, Lottie's just being racist today. First, white people smell like
It's not
mints.
racist to not learn a language.
You
Hold
guys
up,
didn't
right?
know that Spanish had the double letters as letters?
I
No.
CH is a letter, double L is a letter.
man, you know what?
That's crazy.
I remember that. I remember that.
What
The N, the
what are they
squiggly
called?
N is a letter.
What's a double R called in Spanish?
Double R in Spanish.
It really?
Yeah.
I wanted it to have like a fun name.
No.
I'm a little disappointed.
Wow. So what else is going on? So Cloud's got that going on.
What else is going on with the Spanish alphabet?
Well, that too.
You know, in the Russian alphabet, if you see a C, it's actually an S.
Hey, ask Chester Drax, what's his favorite language? I want to see if he gets all racist.
Why?
I feel like languages in themselves aren't like racist, right?
Nah, dude, Russian's racist.
Well, yes.
I know. I
Nordic
learned.
is racist.
You know what's a racist language? Sign language.
German, no matter what.
So racist.
Sign language is racist.
So racist. Because
Wow.
a lot of the signs were made just based off of like vibes.
Jesus Christ, Chester. Are you ready for this response?
What do you say?
Oh, my favorite language? Sarcasm, obviously.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
It's universally understood and cuts through the nonsense. Plus, it's like jazz. Half of it is about what you don't say. Even italicized don't. I hate Chester.
I don't understand that jazz thing.
Dude, Chester Drax sounds like he's on a date with like a model. And he's just like spilling like game. That's like always annoying.
Oh, his credit card's gonna get declined.
Never. It never declines.
What's his favorite dance move? How about that? My favorite dance move? Sarcasm. Because you know. Wait, so what were you saying before, Lottie? I forgot.
Oh, ASL. So it's all the signs, they had to be made up at one point or another, and it's usually just based off what they saw. And so like to call someone Japanese, you do this because their eyes are a unique shape.
Oh wow.
Yeah, or Russian is this because to a deaf person, all Russians are always chewing on a toothpick and throwing things.
Wait, how did that become the universal?
That sounds Italian to me.
That's still the universal the sign language for Russian. Like,
well, there's no universal sign language, but American Sign Language, yes.
what?
You would think that there should be a universal sign language, like unite the deafs.
So it's called Justuno, and the reason why it's still not developed is because none of the countries want to admit which sign is superior. Like, they literally just can't agree which signs to use.
It's like Esperanto. Esperanto is never going to be adopted by humanity because we want to speak our different languages.
Exactly. The French are the hardest people to convince.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Those sassy French.
Do you know what Esperanto is, Todd?
Yes, it's the language of spies or something.
No, it's an intentionally created language that's supposed to eventually become the universal human language, but it'll never happen.
Right. There was a cafe in the West Village across the street from the Comedy Cellar called Esperanto. That was like a hangout. The comedians would go to, like artsy comedians and stuff.
I just looked up what the ASL sign for skin color is. It's terrible. It's literally this. That's horrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. Like,
it's all visual. Yeah.
Wait, is that the skin? You mean skin color, or just like, oh, a black person? Like, oh, you mean that guy?
You know how it'll get used. you know how they'll do it in real life.
You mean these people?
Right, exactly.
All right, so masturbation is like this, right? Is that the universal? Is that the ASL?
I think they'll know what you're saying if you do it to them.
Right.
There's a lot of signs that can just be mimed out.
Mm-hmm. So what about Italian, right? Did they create sign language when they were like "cool, tu" and all that stuff?
Is that fair? Italian and Pepsi are the same sign. It's you make the letter I and then you draw a cross on your face because they're religious.
What? And Pepsi too?
Yeah, I don't know why that's Pepsi. No clue, but Italy, yes.
How about Cuban? I know Mike is Cuban. What's that? Cuban, yeah.
That's real specific.
Cuban. I don't know the sign for Cuba.
Sign.
Sorry, I only know I know like 10 countries and Cuba's not.
All right, I'm looking it up. 30
Cuba.
A C? Hey, Cuba.
Yeah. I don't know. My signal.
Oh, what I'm seeing is this.
What?
That's what they just showed me in ASL.
You just wipe your hand like back and forth? That's
yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Like you're petting yourself?
Wait, show that again?
Oh, wait.
Oh, I can't see it. Oh, that's really funny looking.
It's also helping out your hair a little bit.
No, it's kind of ruining it. But I'm like Trump. I have to place each strand of hair very specifically to try to hide this terrible fucking.
Did y'all like watch a compilation of his rally that was on Sunday?
No.
I mean, why would I?
He was in Madison Square Garden, and oh my gosh, it was insane the things they were saying. Like,
but what else were you expecting?
But like, it was like so far out there racist. Like, it wasn't even like subtle.
Are you talking about the Puerto Rico joke? Because that's just Tony Hinchcliffe being an idiot.
So many jokes.
Okay, yes, but okay. The stupid thing about the Puerto Rico joke is that he is a roast comedian that's just making. I mean, it was a bad joke that wasn't received well, but him saying that is the least important thing that was said the entire night when Trump is like, I'm going to deport 25 million people in a month. You know, that's a lot more consequential than a guy talking about Puerto Rico.
Dude, I can't wait. Dude, I can't wait. It's gonna be hilarious trying to take 25 million people out of the country. It'd be great.
That would be like bigger than the Trail of Tears. Like the actual, the real implications of that would be so absurd. Like,
I was babysitting for a wedding, and there was this family argument going on in the background because some family members are very Republican, and one guy was like, "I need to deport all the foreigners," and blah blah blah. And I whispered to the lady next to me, I said, "My mom's an illegal immigrant." And she just goes, "I'm so sorry." And I just thought that was really funny.
But your mom's white, so it's okay, right?
Yeah, she's white, so it's not like a real immigrant, but...
Where are you from? Where are you guys from?
My mom is from England. But she's illegal. She's illegal.
What? That doesn't even count, bro. That doesn't even count. You get deported to London. Getting deported to London is not a bad thing.
You cannot leave the country.
That's
the struggle is real, Micah, and it's racist that you think just because I'm white, I don't experience it.
Oh, that's definitely what I think. Yeah. Put a stamp on it. I definitely think that illegals from England don't
illegal.
Yeah.
21 Savage was an illegal British person.
Huh?
Did you know 21 Savage, the rapper, turned out to be an illegal alien from England, which is like what? How?
And he's black, so that definitely counts.
But he also doesn't have an accent. So where the fuck did that come from?
I think he grew up.
You can learn other accents.
So yeah, tell that to George W. Bush.
Well, also he might be Caribbean or something like that. So that's a different accent within an accent. So maybe that's why. And also, I think he might have grown up. Like
you could. I mean, if you move at 8, then your accent can change. But Bush, you know, George W. Bush didn't move to Texas until he was like 24. So like, why the fuck does he talk like that? There's no justifiable reason for him to talk like that.
Because he drank so much that he was like, I'm a Texan now. You know? He's from Connecticut or something, right? The bitches are from like the East.
Yeah. They're like New England old money.
Right.
Okay, so 21 Savage moved when he was 7, so that's why he doesn't have an accent. That's fair.
Oh, how long do you have to live somewhere before you can be like if someone asks you where you're from, you can say that place? You know, like if someone says where are you from to me, do I say Oregon or do I say New York?
I think you can still say Oregon.
Okay.
Only been here for like a year, right?
Yeah, it's only been a year, but like, what's the threshold? Is it like after 5 years I say New York?
Also, where are you? Like, if you're in New York, you'll say Oregon. But if you're doing a comedy festival somewhere outside of New York, you'll probably say you're a comedian from New York.
You know what? I feel like if I was doing like a show in like Texas or something and they said, where you from? I'd be like, Oregon, you know?
Probably relate to people there more with saying that, right?
Yeah. Oregonians are always taking cardigans out of trash. New Yorkers, never.
Oh, they
Oh,
do.
yeah. What? Have you gone outside? They'll take
Yeah, I
anything
forgot
out of
my
the
ring.
trash.
I'd say probably 10 years. Probably you need like
10 years? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But then that's Then you'll probably your accent will change probably to a New York accent. Kidding.
I'm gonna adopt a deep Brooklyn Jewish accent just for the fuck of it.
I'm gonna start shouting, I'm walking here like every 5 seconds. That way people know I'm a local.
When did Bernie Sanders leave Brooklyn?
I love that that's where your mind went.
Because he still sounds like he's from New York City. Like
He's down. Yeah. He moved to Vermont when he was 25. That's a fake Brooklyn dude.
I thought only old people were allowed to move to Vermont.
I mean, he is old, so
he's old now.
Yeah, but when he was 25, that's not old.
You know how annoying he probably was having that Brooklyn accent, but being a hippie as well at like 25. It's like, hey, yo, are we gonna go to the Grateful Dead concert?
That's exactly what he sounded like.
We're really feeling this album from Velvet Underground. You know what I'm saying?
You could incorporate that into your bit, Todd.
Yeah, young Bernie.
When you're doing your voices, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to do like a set of voices and then I can host on Sunday, like just like let me know, you know. It's like if you insist.
I have a skit show, right?
Time has flown by, my friends. It's 7:32.
Yeah, we only talked about AI like for like 2 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 5% of the show.
We got Chester in there.
Yeah.
We'll
have a more structured. We'll have a more structured show coming up. Hey, Micah, are you around this weekend? You want to do a set?
I am around on Sunday, but not Saturday. Well, I am around on Saturday, but I've got 2 shows on Saturday.
Okay.
But I've got all of Sunday free if you got anything going on Sunday.
If you want to come Sunday to like Schwick. Oh yeah, how was the show? Because you did the music show, the variety show on last Sunday, right? Was it cool?
Yeah, but it's very funny. My set went pretty well, and everyone said that it was like a good time, well received. But it's very funny being a comedian on a variety show because it's like you're just killing the vibe. like when people are singing, like the music is going, everyone's like into it, and then you're like, I'm here to complain about my life. I'm here to talk about the problems I have. No, but it was fun, yeah, and it's just fun seeing people that are musically talented and actually have like a gift. As opposed to whatever the fuck we do.
You have a gift. I mean, it's a strange gift.
The gift of depression.
Yeah. The God-given gift of depression.
Well, if you want to come down this Sunday, let me know.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, I'll throw you a list. So yeah, that's our show. I gotta run. All right, what are you guys doing for Halloween? Because it is Halloween. I'm surprised
I've got a competition comedy show that I'm trying to win a couple $100 at. So
I believe in you.
Yep.
In New York or?
Yeah, New York. Yeah.
What was it? Is it the what you call that? The where can we see you?
1 second, please hold. Where can I don't even know. I have to leave probably like in 15 minutes and put my costume on. I'm going to be Zorro for the 2nd year in a row because I couldn't get a different costume. Wow Cafe Theater, East 4th Street.
It sounds really fun.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. And Lottie, were you doing anything for Halloween or just like?
I partied it up last weekend, but I was Freddy Krueger today. So maybe today.
Yeah. What is with the Halloween schedule? Because yesterday I did another show that was a costume show. And I'm walking the streets of New York, and I'm the only fucking guy in a costume. And it's like the day before Halloween, no one's in a costume. But like a week ago, everybody was dressed up.
Right.
It's
The
on a
Saturday,
Thursday.
the
It's
Saturday of my
fucking-
shows, Todd. Remember all those people came in costumes. What the fuck
Right.
was that?
Right. That whole weekend, like it was madness. And now I was outside today. I barely see anybody with a costume.
That's crazy.
Is this more proof that we're in a simulation and that we're getting fucked with?
100%.
I wonder if it's still gonna be a Halloween like all weekend. Is it? Because it's November, and I feel like those aren't Halloween vibes anymore.
Technically, having Halloween on a Thursday, this whole weekend to be Halloween. But
Right.
I don't know. Maybe
The rules have changed.
right.
It seems like Halloween Day is the cutoff, and it's like you have to do all your celebrating before that, and then the moment we hit November 1st, you're not allowed in costumes anymore.
Well,
That's
next
the
year it's
way
on
I
a
interpret it.
Friday. That's pretty great.
Oh, that'll go crazy.
If I still see people celebrating Halloween before that Friday, like fucking a week before,
They're like going in on voting day dressed as fucking like Freddy Krueger and shit.
Hmm.
Sorry, that's the only costume I had in my mind. Cat in the Hat. That's another costume. Vampires.
Have you guys voted yet? Are you guys gonna vote?
I have voted.
Nice.
right? Who'd you vote for?
That's private information.
That means Trump.
Yeah, anytime somebody doesn't answer, that means Trump 100%.
No, I went Green Party. I'm crossing for Kanye.
Kanye?
Kanye.
Yeah, I thought Jill Stein was running. Right?
Only in certain states. She was not on the New York ballot.
What?
Yeah.
What? I thought she's in the New York ballot.
No, she might actually pull some votes in Michigan, but she's not on the. At least she wasn't on my ballot. I didn't see her on my ballot.
Wow.
What the weirdest thing about the New York ballot is that both Kamala and Donald Trump are listed twice under different parties. So like you can vote as a Democrat or you could vote as a working families party.
Right,
So like if you want to feel morally superior to Democrats, you could be like I'm not a Democrat. I'm a working families party.
Right. While you're still voting for Kamala.
Right. And then for, I think Republicans, the alternate was just called conservative. I'm not a Republican, but I'm conservative.
That's how they win. That's how they keep on winning. There you go. All right, guys. That's our show. Thank you for checking in with us. Check us out next week and appreciate you.